Hi, this video is the demonstration of the FUE donor scar. FUE means follicular unit extraction. That means we shave the back, we randomly pluck one at a time. You leave your 1,000 dots of scar and scatter throughout the back like a mosaic pattern. Allow you to wear your hair shorter. And this client had 2 FUE done, over 4,000 grafts, maybe somewhere around 5,000 or more, I don't know. But it's around those numbers. And this is shaved completely without with a clipper, without a guard. There's always pro and con for both technique. There's no technique are perfect. So the benefit of the FUE are less invasive, less painful, less chance of infection, faster healing than the strip method. The strip means cutting out the whole strip out, close it down, stitch you up, you have a permanent linear scar. And so the FUE, the benefit is it leave you minimal scar and allow you to wear your hair really short. But the downside of FUE cost is a lot more expensive. The number of grafts we can harvest is less than the FUT. FUE you can harvest around 2,000 to 3,000 grafts. On average, we start around 2,000 to 2,250. And the other downside is the overall density of the FUE will decrease because we randomly pluck the hair root all throughout, so the donor density will decrease. So expect that. There's no technique of perfect. So the other downside of the FUE, the costs, we already mentioned, the number of grafts and the donor density and the growth rate. Now, you can have excellent density with my work, whether you do FUE or FUT, the result going to be fantastic because I do manual FUE. However, if you compare my FUE to my FUT, the FUE is 10% less dense than my FUT. On the other hand, the strip method, until cutting out the whole strip out, close it down, stitch it up, you have a permanent linear scar. FUT or FUSS is same thing like strip method. So the linear scar is permanent. That's the downside of the FUT. It's more painful, more invasive, more chance of infection. But that's just the downside. But there's benefit as well. The benefit of FUT strip method is cheaper, gets less labor. We can harvest bigger number of grafts. We can harvest from 35 to 6,000 grafts. So most clients with advanced hair loss, 5, 6, 7 hair loss, they opt for the strip method. And that's why we do 50% FUE, 50% do strip method. And then the other benefit of the strip method is the donor density is intact. So where we cut out and take the hair out, the linear scar, the hair above and the hair below, still in a virgin, still intact, and the density is still natural and intact. It's not reduced. The other benefit of the strip method is better density, because less damage to the roots. Again, not a big difference, but 10%. So more for mild to moderate hair loss, patient opt for the FUE. For patient with advanced hair loss, they opt for the strip method. So this is an example of FUE donor scar after 2 surgery, over 4 to around 5,000 hair graft harvest. This is shaved with a clipper without guard, and no surgery without scar. I perform both FUE and FUT. Both FUE and FUT produce scar. The result vary from one individual to another. Some of them could be better than this, and some of them could be worse than this. Thank you.